Okay, so what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be solving using properties of logarithms. So the first property we're going to talk about is, well, what happens if we have two logs with the same base with the plus sign in between? And there's a rule in math that says, well, if you have a plus sign in between two logs with the same base, you can actually combine them by taking whatever's on the inside here and whatever's on the inside here and multiplying, and then you can write them as one log. And that's going to help us. Because right here, the way this is currently written, we're not able to solve it. Because the only way we're able to solve this is if we have one log on one side and one log on the other side. But this side, we have two logs. So we want to take these two and combine them into one and then use the rules that we used before to solve these. So since there's a plus sign in between these two logs, I'm going to go ahead and combine these. So both of these, they stay with the log 3 because that's its base. And then you take the two insides and you multiply them. So x times 4 is going to give me 4x equals, and then this other side is going to stay the same. So we're not going to do anything with this. Now this, 24. Okay, now this looks exactly like what we had the other day. I have a log on one side and a log on the other side with the same base, and only one log and only one log. This is the only time we're allowed to cross these off. I don't want us crossing off at this step because I have two on this side. I have to combine them into one first before I'm able to cross these off. So then this gives me 4x equals 24, and then I just divide by 4, x equals 6. Okay? So, same thing on this problem. I have two logs with a plus sign in between. I have to combine these first before I can start solving this. So this is going to be log 2, and this is going to be 3 times x plus 2. This x plus 2 is 1 unit, okay? So like that equals 3, and then I can write this as log 2, and then I can go ahead and distribute this. So since I see the parentheses with this number in front, I'm going to give me 3x plus 6 equals 3. Well, now, do I have one log or do I have two? I only have one, so I have to switch them around. So remember, this is going to drop down and become big, and then remember, these two are going to switch. This is 1 unit. This is all going to move over to this other side. So this 3 goes up here equals 3x plus 6, 2 to the 3. I'm going to check my chart again. 2 to the 3, I see equals 8. So I'm going to change this to an 8 equals 3x plus 6, and then I'm just going to go ahead and solve. Minus 6 minus 6, so I have 2 equals 3x, and then divide by 3. Divide by 3. Remember, Mr. Dow likes it as fractions, so we're just going to leave it for him like this. Okay? So remember, if you have two logs on the same side, you have to combine them. And in this case, when there's a plus sign in between, we're going to combine them into one by taking the two inside terms and multiplying them together. Okay, so I took those two and I multiplied them together. And then you ask, do I have one log or do I have two? If you have one log, you got to switch it around. If you have one on both sides, you can cross them off and start solving. Okay, and that's what we got for today. Let's go.